Welcome to Cookin with James. Let's get cooking. Welcome back to Cookin with James, everybody. I'm your host, James. Real quick, I know last week I said this week we're going to do something with all fresh ingredients and a bunch of fresh spices and all that. But last week when I said that, I didn't realize that this weekend was Father's Day. So enough said about that because we're going to switch it up a little bit. I got a little treat for you guys. I also want to say Happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there. And Happy Father's Day to Marine Staff Sergeant Jimmy D. Happy Father's Day to you, brother. Yeah, so that's that. And then also just want to give a big shout out to all my subscribers and supporters. Last week we're at 41. This week we're at about 70 subscribers. I think we're at 500 views. I think I checked out this morning. So we're moving right along. I want to thank you guys for that. Shouts out actually to C-Dub Chino, GDT, his wife, Caitlin. They're helping me just push this video, so it's thanks to you guys as well. And last thing I want to give a shout out is, and we'll give at the end the information on this, but it's Midwestern Meats is the place where we actually got our meat that we're cooking today. Yeah, so let's go ahead and get into the good looking meat. What we're doing today is beef short ribs. Now when you think of beef short ribs, you think of the little skinny thin. No, that's not. This is a beef short rib. All right, look at this bad boy. Take the butcher paper away. All right, now this is a Father's Day treat right here. Look at this. Look at the size of these bones. All right. These are also referred to as Dino ribs, and obviously you can tell why, because these bones are like dinosaur bones. I mean, they're huge. So anyway, that's what we got. That's what we're gonna be smoking today. You know, a little bit of some wood, some hickory, and pecan and mesquite. So let's go ahead and just get right into it. What we're gonna do to prep these. First thing that actually, I'm sorry, I just want to explain the difference between a short rib and a back rib. Some people don't know that the main difference is on the back ribs, you got a lot more meat. You just do. And then the other difference is the bone sits in between. You have meat on the bottom, meat on the top. So that's kind of the difference. It's a different part of the cow as well, but that's kind of the main difference. So, all right. So like on any rib on the back, you have this lining here. It's the membrane. All right, and we're gonna go ahead and take that off. Now there's actually two membranes in here. You just kind of want to make sure to get the one. Should come off pretty easy. I've been letting this thing's been out for probably an hour or so, getting up to room temperature. So it's a pretty big cat back there. So a lot of fat. And a little piece here, I can just trim that. Come right off. All right, cool. So the back side's done. The top side on this, now you've got all of this fat up here that you want to get rid of because it does render, but you want the seasoning to get into the meat, and that's just kind of take away from that. So what we're gonna do is we got my trusty little knife. We're just gonna go ahead and take all this off. You can see the silver skin here and all this other fat, but I'm gonna go ahead and just trim this around here. Yeah. So we're just gonna go ahead and just under the fat, go ahead and just take that off. Just, don't cut deep into the meat. I mean, you're gonna get a little bit of meat, but get right under that fat right there. And be careful because it is slippery and sharp. So I'm not gonna go through this whole process with you. It does take a little while. So it's simply just trim all that fat right off. So the whole meat, all these ribs are all gonna look like this in the end. So I'm gonna finish this up off camera, but that's how you do it. It's kind of lengthy. You don't want to sit you through that. So anyway, I'll finish this and we'll be right back. All right, guys. So we've got this thing trimmed up here. It should look like this. This is about how much fat we got off of that top. So yeah, that's a lot of fat. So yeah, you definitely want to remove that because that's just going to take away from the seasoning and stuff. So we're gonna go toss this out. I just wanted to show you how much is on there, so you can have an idea if you've never done one of these before. It's a lot. And we are going to quickly season this thing up. And today we are going to be using a seasoning that I'm gonna call my buddy because he's really super nice, but he's the owner over at Midwestern Meats. That's where I got this, and I looked for this meat everywhere. couldn't find it anywhere. They had it, and they've got some amazing stuff. I mean, they've got prime cuts of brisket, the ribs, the smoked sausages and jerkies and everything. Everybody's so awesome and nice there. We walked in, and the manager came, or the owner actually came up and, shook my hand and asked how he could help me. And so anyway, he's got me hooked up. So that's what we're doing today. We're gonna use their rub. Let's see how that turns out. So I'm gonna simply use some olive oil. I am going to just put a little bit of olive oil on this side, like this, and then season. So I'm gonna go ahead and just do this to both sides. Here we go. Alright, so there's your process on how to do that. You see I just lightly coated with the olive oil, got the seasoning on the back, all over the top, all over the sides. Now this is not too much seasoning. You want really the taste of the meat to not be overpowered. You want that real beef taste, and this has got a lot of good stuff in it. Your salts, peppers, your garlic, just your main stuff that you need for the beef. So this is trimmed up, this is seasoned. I'm gonna go light the coals. We'll be putting this thing on in probably about 20 minutes or so we'll see you then. Alright, it's been 30 minutes. Take a look at the seasoning. This is exactly what you want. It's been sitting out the whole time. You don't want to put this in the fridge while you're waiting for the coals or anything. You want to let that seasoning, the salts just kind of suck the juice out and make that seasoning, kind of tacky and stick together and stuff. So we're gonna go ahead and take this right on outside to the pit. We just hit our temperature, so let's go. Alright, so here we are. We're at the pit. We're right at 234 degrees on that, so we're good. Anywhere between 225 and 250 is going to be perfect. I'm going to choose today to do about 230, 235, kind of consistently stay there. So I've got some excellent smoke going. Everything's looking good. So open this up. There's some smoke coming out of here, of course. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and just put this on. Looking amazing. Meats from Midwestern Meats. All natural, no hormones, no antibiotics, just some real awesome beef. Alright, so let's go ahead and put it on the thicker side, kind of towards the firebox, but we're gonna place that right there in the middle. So we're good there. Now we're gonna drop this top. It's probably gonna be about 3 hours before I even open that back up. So we'll see you in about 3 hours and give you a peek. Alright guys, we are now 3.5 hours into the cook. We've been having some crazy wind. Up and down. The temperature's got as high as 250, as low as about 225. But I've been trying to maintain it, right around where I wanted it, which is about 235, 240. Right now we're sitting at 236, so we're good. 3.5 hours in, so we're just gonna go ahead and open this thing up and take a look at what we got. First peek, 3.5 hours in. Oh man! Yes, that is amazing. So you're starting to get a little bit of pullback on the bone right here. That's gonna pull back a lot more. That's looking great. Wow, that bark is looking amazing, and you could tell we're not done yet. We got at least another 2, maybe 3 hours on that thing. So what I'm going to do now, after 3 hours, I have these other probes. I'm going to go ahead and stick these in so I can just monitor without having to open it up too much. Stick that in there. And stick this other probe kind of over here in the middle. And you can tell what you want from the probe is you want it to slide in like butter. And when I put it in, I could tell there's some resistance, so we're not done. We're not shooting for a specific temperature, but when this thing's done, we'll be probably about 200 degrees internal temperature on this thing. So let's go and stick that last probe right in here. Let's see what we got. You want to make sure you don't hit bone. We're in there, we're in here. All right, so we're good. 3.5 hours in. We're probably won't even check for another 2 hours or so. So once that happens, we'll be back and let you know. Alright guys, We are now 7 hours into the smoke. So the first time we checked was 3.5 hours. This is another 3.5 hours after that. I've been stoking, I've been putting wood on and everything. So pit temperature is 227. We actually did hit 200 here and 199 and 199, and now it's going down. So that's gonna tell me these coals are done. And actually, this is a test. So we're actually gonna find out real quick. We're gonna open this up. Step back. Let's see. The smoke clear. Now it's not necessarily about the temperature, but it's about the tenderness. So we'll see. Got a great pullback, that's for sure. Oh man. Okay. I already know by the first hole, but we're gonna check a couple more spots. I think I'm satisfied with these. Oh man. Okay. I don't. I'm checking between the bones. I mean, I'm going all the way through the back, and that's just butter. This thing goes through it like butter. Whew. So I was a little nervous because I wanted to get it, you know, just a bit above 200, but yeah, it looks awesome. So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna get it off of the pit here. We're gonna take it in the house and we're gonna wrap it up, man. See you in a minute. All right, guys, we're finally done. It's been a 7-hour smoke. This is amazing. These ribs, I don't even want to really pick up the bone because they're gonna literally tear off of the meat. Look at all this pullback you got on both sides. You got this other side too. Great pullback. I just gotta say thank you to Midwestern Meats. So what we're gonna do, we're just gonna wrap this up real quick and we're just gonna let this thing rest for just about an hour. Now, if you want to, if you got some people coming over later or something, you know, like hours away, you just wanna make sure that you're ready. You can wrap this up with a foil and a towel and put it in a dry cooler. These things will be warm for, you know, 2, 3, you know, up to 4 hours. They're gonna be awesome. So we're gonna wrap this and we'll see you in an hour. We are back. This has been resting for an hour in a foil. It's Father's Day, major beef. I can't wait to open it up. Come on. Man, oh man. Happy Father's Day to me. This is kind of the final test. Obviously, we haven't cut into it. 3 huge dino bones. That's off here. You can see those bones kind of pulling apart. I'm gonna get those off. And yep, we're gonna go ahead and cut these up. No hesitation. All right, so here we go. Oh my. Hold on a second. Hold on a second. This meat turned out amazing. Look at that smoke ring. Look, it's penetrating into the meat. Oh my gosh. Hey, this is what you call a dino rib. Look at that thing. I mean, look at my face and look how big that thing is. That thing is huge. All right, we're gonna cut the middle piece real quick. Let's see how this goes. It smells so good. Let's cut that. Oh man, we got 3 dino. I don't even know what to say. Look at what we're doing here. This is the middle cut. This is the middle cut. I mean, oh, actually it's dripping all over the place. the juice is literally dripping all over the place. I mean, that is just soft and amazing. That's more than enough for any one man, but since it's being Father's Day, I might have to try to tear down one of these. I don't know if I can do it or not, but anyway. So, we're gonna have to take a bite test real quick. All right, here we go. We're going right into it. All I get is juicy. I'm sorry.
Look at the bite I took. I mean, I took a humongous bite out of that thing. And,
oh man. That is a dang good rub. The Midwestern Meats. Yeah, I will definitely be buying this again. And I'm gonna recommend that to anybody that wants to smoke some meat. It's got a nice kick. It's got some different flavors in it. I don't know what it is. First time I ever used it, but it's amazing. I want to eat some more of this. So I want to wrap this up with a happy Father's Day to all the men out there. I mean, we're talking about beef ribs galore, Dino ribs, amazing. Look at the size of that bone. Oh my gosh. And thank you to all the subscribers out there and all your support. I mean, we went from 41 subscribers last week to almost 70 subscribers this week. 499 views. So we're almost there at 500, but keep them coming. I appreciate all the support. This is gonna be amazing. I've had a great Father's Day, and I hope you guys too. Have a good night.